I may be competing this morning with some headset noise. There's a headset just a few feet away from me that somebody cranked up and left left on high yesterday after I left this particular studio. But I wanted to share a couple of thoughts with everybody this morning. We're still seeing fallout from the weekend shooting that took place. A nasty, nasty shooting in Compton. That's a section of Los Angeles County where two deputies were shot while they were just sitting in a patrol vehicle over the weekend. The worst part of it is you turn around and you see these people who were then recording themselves just about 100 feet away, giggling and laughing about it. And then a mob shows up at the hospital and tries to prevent these people who were shot from getting care. I don't know about you, but I think that the American public has probably had it up to about here when it comes to this Black Lives Matter Antifa business. And politicians who can't bring themselves to realize they may have actually played a part in all of this. That would be Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. You probably could say even Barack Obama, even though he's considered to be retired. They've had a great deal to do with this type of violence, even going back to 2014. You had two New York City police officers who were shot because somebody was angry about Ferguson, Missouri, which turned out to be a hoax in the first place. You had 5 police officers who were gunned down in Dallas, Texas, pretty much in that same range. And this goes on and on and on as these people are being considered less than human. That's the other part of this is President Trump referred to the shooter in Compton as an animal. Remember that he also referred to a group of MS-13 ne'er-do-wells who had chopped up a person who was alive, tortured and chopped up a person who was alive. He referred to them as animals. And Nancy Pelosi immediately jumped in and said, no, they're human beings. Everybody has value. I don't think it worked out so well for Nancy at the time because you're not seeing anyone really defending the shooter, and no one's really defending that kid who stood on the street corner laughing about what had just happened as he was being videotaped. This has got to come to a stop. I don't know how you do it other than you tell police that we're going to change the rules of engagement and you give them an opportunity to start capping a few of these people who are coming after them. In other words, they're not going to get away with throwing the Molotov cocktails or flashing the lasers in people's eyes and throwing the bricks and the rocks. This is going to come to an end. It won't take much. I think it's just going to take a handful of responses around the country, and people are going to start getting the idea that game is over. Playtime is over. My dad was in law enforcement. He didn't make a career out of it, but he did it for about 7 or 8 years when I was a kid. We lived 3 doors down from our local chief of police, and then we moved into a new house, and we were right next door to a state trooper who was a very good friend of my dad. And I look back on those days, and I had a tremendous amount of respect for all of these people in law enforcement, and it stayed with me. I don't know where the wheels went off, though, with the rest of you. Do got to run. I do want to remind you, you can listen to my program. I have a regular radio show. It airs Mountain Time, Monday through Friday from 6 until 10 a.m. at News Radio 1310 KLIX in Twin Falls, Idaho. There's a way to listen to that. If you go to our website, newsradio1310.com, you can click online, the Listen Live button. And you can also download an app we have called the News Radio 1310 KLIX app, which means you could listen on a smartphone anywhere around the country, really anywhere around the world. I do want to point out, too, if you like the videos for Boardwalk Potatoes, please click on the subscribe button, and you can get notifications whenever Jake and I post a new video. My name is Bill Colley, and you can leave us comments in the comments section below.